Hey YouTubers, back in the day when I was doing the British motorcycle thing, a lot of those bolts were Whitworth, well, all of the bolts were Whitworth bolts. This isn't, but it's an example of what I want to show you today. See how boogered up that Phillips head is? It looks like crap. It'd be hard to tighten it good, even with a good screwdriver. And back then, Whitworth bolts that held on the primary covers and anything else on those motorcycles were $1 a bolt. Well, that's out. You know, you could get drunk for $1 back then, so I wasn't about to spend it. I would weld them shut, dress them up, cut a split in them with a hacksaw, and go on with them. Now there again, that's not a Whitworth, but it's going to make a good example. A bolt like that that's that boogered up, or, well, that is not bad at all. Any of these, I'll just hold up a few of them that are pretty screwed up, but if they were specialty bolts, these are just hardware store junk. Nothing special. You can get them anywhere. But had they been Whitworths or something rare and you wanted to finish a project, you want them to look right, you sure didn't want to retap a thread, here's what you would do. And let me get my gizmo angle down here. That's like angling your gizmo, I always say. All right. First off, my foreman had killed me for this because I didn't do this at work, but at work I was getting things done to move on to the next project. Now I'm just piddling, so I got an excuse for keeping it clean. And don't worry about my fingers. I'm not going to hit them. I never do, never have. It's about as close as I come to being a machinist. Don't let anybody tell you can't remove metal with a wire wheel. It's a bunch of crap. You sure can. Now let's see. That's suitable. Not flawless, but suitable. Look too bad. Little notch out there on that one corner, but it's not destroyed. It don't look like it's been in and out 150 times, even though it probably has. This old rag here, pretty boogered up. Now, it I would probably weld up and cut out with a hacksaw. I know I told it in another video, and I'm not ashamed of it, but back in them days, all my buddies used to ride around and drink. I couldn't drink because I had Crohn's disease. So I imbibed in herbal remedies, and a lot of times when I was living at home, I didn't want to go up and have my parents know that I'd been out imbibing in herbal remedies. Now see, that bolt's tolerable. That's not bad. So I'd coop up in the basement, get some work done, and burn off some energy. This Phillips one here, say that was if that was a Whitworth and I had to have it, I wouldn't pay no $1 for it back in the late 60s, early 70s. No, I'll take it back, late 70s, early 80s it would have been. I lost a decade, what the hell. What I'm going to do, if I can get my phone to work right, put it in the vise. I just barely, that vise is just barely touching those threads. Put it in the vise, and I'm going to sting it with the welder. I'm going to turn the phone off, take care of it, and come back to it. There we are, welded up. Got a little dinky in the middle, but that won't matter. All right, I'm going to turn it off, grind it a little, cut it, Or I'll cut it on film, but I'm going to turn it off, quench it, and grind it. Ah, hell, we may as well get a view of it getting dressed down. That's the highest spot of it. If it was a long bolt, I wouldn't have to be dealing with these gloves. Oh, my dad used to get so mad when I was a kid, if I used the center of a grindstone, he'd say, "Damn it, boy," which is what I thought my name was till I was about 15. No, but really he would say, "Damn it, boy. Don't use the middle of that. Wow, that's like, you're supposed to ride the ridge like you do on a country road. So using that down the middle, it's like pulling the middle out of a pork chop." He was so full of shit. I love the old fart to death. Alright, there we are. Welded, dressed up. Now, let's see here if we can't get this gizmo to sit. Where's my vise? Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. Put this in a piece of shoe leather. If it wasn't for leather, I don't know what I'd do. I use it for everything. Put it around the bolt, in the vise. Oh, this would just kill my foreman's soul if he saw me putting this garbage can here to catch the shavings. So hopefully he'll watch this video. He brought his wife by one time to look at an old antique desk chair I had. He walked through this basement. He said, "Why, you son of a bitch." He said, "You won't do that kind of stuff at work. You're not half that clean at work." I said, "No, at work I'm getting some work done." I said, "Here I'm not on the clock. I'm not getting paid. I'm not going to put tools up between every single job if I'm going right back to the same kind of work." Alright, that's all the deeper I want to go. Now I want to go wider. Start at the absolute top. Absolute top. Shave it off a little over on the side until I get up, down to that same spot. Then do the other side, about the same. Yeah, really, one could stand a little more. Let's go more on this side. It's closer. I didn't quite hit the dead center. Like I said, this is just for example. This isn't going on no fine-looking British motorbike. Now, I need a 3-pointer file. All right. Hang tight half a second. Let's see. Bring all this sandpaper over here. Oh yeah. Lovely. Now, get my gizmo back here where we're somewhat in the groove. How can you buff with your fingers touching the wire? They're touching so slightly. I'm doing this as if I were a blind man. You can feel. Who knows? Someday I might need it worse than I do now. There we are. Now let's see. Oh, well, let me get it around here. Don't that look pretty damn good? I'd say so. Still barely got evidence that it was a Phillips way down in there. Might could have cooked the weld in just a hair deeper, but on a side cover of a motorcycle, shit, that looked pretty good. I'd be happy with it. I'm not a perfectionist. I ain't the jet set, I'm the old Chevrolet set. Alright, want to see any more of this crazy kind of crap? Check out John Wade on YouTube. I got all these motorized bikes and antique engines and you name it. Some stuff's for sale. So, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm having a ball.